Hey everybody, right here, thanks for tuning in to another video. So guys, in today's video, we're going to be going over the absolute best game modes you should be pushing the newest brawler Frank on. Now Frank is definitely a unique brawler with very specific dynamics that can make him incredibly good on certain game modes and somewhat lagging on others. So it's important to know those strengths and play upon those when selecting the game mode that you want to grind your Frank up on. So we're going to jump into the list of game modes that I feel Frank is dominant on. Let's jump right into it. Alrighty guys, so the way we're going to do this is I'm going to give you guys the top 3 best game modes you should be focusing on with Frank, starting off with the third best and ending off with the very best. Also, I'm going to be giving guys a handful of maps that I feel work really well with Frank on those specific game modes so that once they come out in rotation, you can dial in on those maps. Also, the way I like to structure my videos, especially with more of an informative video, is jumping into gameplay so you guys can see how I like to play in game and develop some strategies revolving around my gameplay. Also, it's good if I make mistakes so that you guys can learn from them as well, and then we could talk about it and discuss it. So we're going to be jumping into gameplay on each individual game mode so you guys can get a feel on how you should be playing Frank on that game mode. Also, I want to give one quick announcement before we start getting into the information in today's video. I just recently made a band last night for my YouTube channel. It's a part of the Nova family. It's called Nova Race. So if you guys want to join it, the requirements are at 3,500 at the moment. We're in the building process right now. We have 49 members, so I'd love if you guys would come down and join up, and then once we get established and once we get a full band, then we'll start getting it higher and higher, making the requirements a little bit higher progressively so that we can have a really solid band in the future. So if you guys want to join up and play with your boy Ray, make sure to do that. Alrighty guys, so without any further ado, let's jump into the third best game mode you should be grinding your Frank up on right now in Brawl Stars. So that third best game mode is Heist. Now I found Heist is a very reliable game mode that you can grind up your trophies very steadily. You don't get a lot of losses if you have a solid team behind you. So the maps that work the best for Frank on Heist is GG Corral and Kaboom Canyon. Now I want to emphasize Kaboom Canyon. I feel like that is the best map that you can push Frank up on Heist, just because there's a lot of bushes on the map that you can stay hidden and get to the enemy safe really easily. Now the map in general is going to be really effective for tankier units. Also, you're going to want maybe like a vision creator on your team, like a crow or a bow as well. They're going to be a really good complement to Frank. So the reason Frank does such a good job on specific maps on Heist is that he can apply pressure both defensively and offensively. If the enemy team is being a little bit too aggressive and you find a way to slip by, they need to collapse back to their safe so that they can minimize the damage that you're applying to their safe. Now all this is happening, but Frank also does piercing damage so that he can hit multiple targets at the same time when they're trying to defend the safe. And not to mention his super, if you stun a couple of the enemies and giving your team the time to collapse in on the safe as well, it can be really good for your team. Frank also excels at destroying barriers with his super. He actually gets a super very quickly, so he can take out large amounts of environment on the map so that your other brawlers can rush to the safe a little bit quicker. So I feel like Frank is always going to be a pretty solid option on Heist. Make sure to dial in on GG Corral and Kaboom Canyon. Those are going to be your maps that he's going to really do well on. Alright, so jumping into a game on Heist, actually we're going to be going on Kaboom Canyon, so you guys will be able to see firsthand how good he is on Kaboom Canyon. I feel like this map really complements him just because there's so many bushes that you can hide in and get the good jump on the enemy team. Now there are going to be a lot of tanks being played on this map, so you have to keep that in mind as well. But normally I feel like Frank does a pretty good job against the tanks. So let's see how we can do against these guys. There's always going to be a tank somewhere around here. We got a dynamite going against us. Let's see if we can take out this bull before he gets us. Nice. Okay, we got our super really quickly. Let's see if we can't avoid getting hit by the dynamite so that we can make our way in. Let's stun. Oh, we almost got the Daryl as well. Can we take them both out? Oh my goodness, OP. So we're gonna take this out as well, and we're just gonna start going ham at the safe. Okay, we got a little bit of damage there. Our Daryl is on it as well. Now the thing, like a good strategy in mind, if you have the up on the safe, or if you're beating the enemy team, it looks like we're gonna win, but if you're up on the enemy team and they can apply really good pressure to you, you can always play defense. Frank does a really good job at defense when someone is rolling in like a Daryl or a bull. He can stun him with his super or just get that damage off really quickly because he does a high amount of damage. So first game, first win, it was very quick. I feel like Kaboom Canyon is going to be a really solid option for you guys to grind up your trophies pretty quick on Frank. So moving on to Frank's second best game game mode, and that's going to be Brawl Ball. So the whole point and goal around Brawl Ball is making sure to apply pressure, pushing the enemy team back so that you can gain ground with your team, hopefully taking out maybe a brawler or two along the way so that you can score a goal very easily. Now Frank is really good at this because he has a lot of health and he does a lot of damage. So just walking towards an enemy brawler, you can influence them to go a certain direction on the map, putting them into a bad spot for maybe your other teammate to take them out, or you just to take them out in the end. Now Frank is also really good at getting that super quickly and using it to take out environment on the map, so you can make it a clear path for your ball scorer like a Mortis or a Primo or something like that to score it very easily as well. Now the maps that I feel Frank is really dominant on is Pinhole Punt and Triple Dribble. I feel like Backyard Bull he has a little bit harder of a time just because there's not as much brush on it, but overall I feel like Frank can do pretty good on all of the maps. So we're gonna jump into some gameplay so you guys can see how you want to play Frank in some Brawl Ball. Alright, here we go, jumping into our match on Brawl Ball. We're on Pinhole Punt, so this should be a pretty good game for Frank. Frank makes really good pivotal plays. Once you get to super, you can wind up, hit multiple people. We should be doing more damage than the Frank here. Alright. We'll wait till someone else comes in. Maybe we can catch both these guys. Just getting the bull here. That's okay. Alright, we're going to focus on the Frank. Oh, we're not hitting him. That was my bad. The wall was right in the way protecting him. Alright, they got a good amount of like tanky units on their team. So it's a little bit of a challenge to kill him, but we do have some good annoying damage dealers on our team as well. Alright, so with Frank's health, you always have the option just of walking in. Okay. Oh my goodness. Little lag there. I don't know what the heck happened. Okay, let's see if we can line up our super on something. And our teammate scored. Fantastic. Let's jump into, hopefully we can wrap this up. See if we can catch a couple of them. Oh, we got them all. This bull could possibly take us out pretty quickly. Alright, let's use our super to destroy this. And walk it in. Just walk it in. Guys, Frank is a monster on Brawl Ball. You guys need to try him out. Second best game mode to push up your trophies. Let's jump into the first best game mode, guys. Alright, so next moving on to Frank's best game mode, number 1, and I'm sure you guys already figured it out, and that is Showdown. Now, this one is up for discussion just because it totally depends on how comfortable you are on that game mode. So if you're more comfortable playing on a team, then Brawl Ball and Heist is going to be a better option for you. But Frank is a monster on Showdown. He fits all the criteria. He's really good at getting the boxes super quickly because he has that piercing damage. He can bully out other brawlers very easily, like the other tanks, like a shotgunner or something like that going to the middle. He can apply damage to the boxes as well as hit through them and hit the other brawler to push them away. Also, I feel like he's somewhat decently receptive to teaming if you are showing that you're a reliable teammate, sharing the boxes and stuff like that. Overall, I feel like Frank is just going to be a really good option on Showdown in general. Now, the maps that I found him really effective on are Feast or Famine and Death Valley. Maps that, again, are very brush heavy and bush heavy so that you guys can get in there and sneak around and find really opportune moments, because sometimes in Showdown you're gonna need to camp. That's just the matter of fact the best way to play, either camping or teaming, things like that. If you're out in the open the whole time, someone's gonna turn on you and kill you, like a Colt or a Rico or something like that. So the bushes are gonna be really good for you. And in Feast or Famine, for example, there's a lot of boxes collected in the middle, so you can get a leg up right off the bat very easily. Also on Death Valley, I feel like there's a lot of boxes right away in the middle, also collected in other places, more than 3, more than 2 boxes like that, so you can get a lot of elixir right away. So next we're going to jump into a gameplay on Showdown on Thousand Lakes so you guys can get a feel for how I like to play him on Showdown. Alright, so hopping right into it, hopefully we can do pretty good right off the bat. Now my mindset going into Showdown is always trying to get maybe 1 or 2 solid teammates right off the bat. Also, you want to always shoot for that 5th place spot or better. Now if you're 420 trophies or more than that 4th spot or better, always go with the mindset of plus any trophies is going to be better than minus. So don't be super reckless with your decisions in Showdown and things like that. Just make sure to get those solid trophies. So let's hop right into it. We have 3 in the middle. That's the thing that I look at right away. We got 2 over here. So we're going to go over here, get these boxes. Maybe we can pick up a teammate along the way. Okay, so like I said before, Frank is really good at getting the boxes right away. Super fast. Alright, so we got a Tara down here. Let's see if she wants to team. Do you want to team, Tara? I know I saw you, Tara. I know you're in there. Okay, no, I guess not. Okay, let's see. I guess the Tara doesn't want to team with the poor old Frank. I think anyone with like a lot of health is always like a target. Okay. Let's see if we can't pick up a teammate. Now we gotta show our loyalty so that, just like things like that, we're just like kind of shooting their direction so that they know that you're not going for them. Colt? No. He sees me as easy super fodder. Let's go. Hopefully this Tara is still loyal. Okay, let's pin off this Colt. We need to be careful for the Colt though. He does a lot of damage. Okay, we got him backed into the corner. It's Poison or Frank at this point. Ah, he's gone. He's dead. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see. So Tara and I are rolling out. This is like the perfect situation. I don't like to have like a bunch of teammates. Just like one solid one. One or two solid ones. Okay, so let's see if someone goes for those. Oh, he's just gonna see us. I don't know what positioning we're gonna be able to take. We got a Barley. We got a... Oh my goodness. Is Tara gonna kill us in the end? Yeah, we're gonna go down. But what place was that? -1 trophy? Not too bad. But you guys get the general premise. Kind of what you want to do is play a little bit more passive, get a solid teammate. I know we were getting bombarded by the long range units like Colt and Ricochet, but they're going to do really good on 1000 Lakes. Like I said before, Frank has a little bit more of a difficult time on 1000 Lakes just because it's so wide open. There's no real good spots to take refuge and hide from those long range brawlers. So you guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video and found it informative. Make sure you're grinding up your Frank on Heist, Brawl Ball, and Showdown. They're going to be your best bets. So again, if you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like on it. With that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.